Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about 5 different shoes that I thought were going to be super popular. Let's talk about that. Welcome back to another episode. I hope you are doing well. Today, as I mentioned earlier, we're going to be talking about 5 different shoes that I thought were going to be really popular, but ended up being not so popular at all. So before we start, I just want to say, hey, my name is Jess from writtenbyjess.com, and I make videos and written blog post content about sneakers and lifestyle products. So if you like that kind of content, then please consider hitting the subscribe button right down below. I just wanted to let you know that my website is currently under construction. There's stuff happening on the back end, so you can't visit the website right now, but wanted to shout out to the people who did send me a message on Instagram that it is down and they're not able to access it. I am aware and I'm trying to fix it on my end, and hopefully we can get the website up and running once again really soon. I chose 5 different shoes for this episode. They are in no particular order, and they are just shoes that I typically wear actually quite often, so you'll notice that they're quite dirty, so don't mind them. I actually don't really care to clean them that much, just because I wear them so often that they're gonna get dirty. But anyways, let's start with the first one. These are the first ones on the list here. And these are the Nike Air Max 270s in the Dusty Cactus colorway. I just love that name. But let me tell you some specs about this product here. So it originally released in March of 2018. The style code is AH8050-001, and the colorway for this is black, white, and dusty cactus. And the reason why I actually bought this was I thought the air bubble on this was kind of cool. They were doing a lot of advertising on that, and I actually bought these from Foot Locker, if I can recall correctly, and I remember seeing it in the little clear case that they had in the front at the time, and I thought it was really awesome, so I decided to scoop up a pair, and so that's why I bought them. The comfort on these are not superb by any means. Nothing really to kind of rave about, but they are pretty comfortable. So this shoe in particular, the back end of it is heavier on the air bubble side, and then it tapers off to the front. So it does kind of feel like your foot is kind of like this sometimes, or for me at least, that's how it feels. So these aren't ones that I particularly wear all the time. I do wear them though. They're just like not my go-to everyday wear. But I do really love the colorway of this. I thought it's really cool. I'm into really greens and turquoises right now, and I just like the color of it, and that's kind of why I ended up picking it up. But I know that a lot of people aren't really running to the stores to grab this. It's nothing really hype to talk about, but nonetheless kind of a cool little silhouette to have in my collection, and I'm sure I'll run these down at some point and then probably toss them or donate them if they're not too run down. Let's go into the second shoe. All right, so shoe number 2 is actually these bad boys right here. Everyone knows these iconic shoes, and these are the Nike Rosche Ones, and these are the pure platinum colorway. They released in 2014, and the style code for it is 511882-081, and the colorway for this is pure platinum, black, and white. And why did I buy these? Well, because at the time, this shoe was the shoe to have. There are so many different colorways. As you can see, they're very dirty, and I do actually still wear these. If I'm just going for like a really quick walk outside or something like that, I'll tend to throw these on, but I have worn them down quite a bit, so I'm not really sure how much longer I can wear them for. As you can see here and here, they do need a little bit of clean, so I'll probably just throw them in the wash, to be honest with you. But I do find that when these first came out, everyone was raving about the comfort And I do think they are comfortable. They do also have that feeling of, you know, the back end of the heel being a little bit heavier and leaning forward a bit, but it's not as bad as the 270s that I mentioned in the previous clips. But you know, everyone had a pair of these. They got super popular, and then all of a sudden they just don't exist in, you know, people wanting to wear them. I guess it was a trend at the time, but I love that they had so many different colorways. I think you can still buy them, to be honest with you, and they're like under $100. I think I saw them online. Don't quote me on that, but I mean, these were the other shoes that I thought were going to be super popular, but they ended up kind of just being busts now in 2024. But that's how trends kind of work. I also like that they are super light as well, so that kind of attracted me to buy this pair. So the third pair that I added to my list are the Air Jordan 1 mids, and these are the white wolf gray colorway. And a lot of people have hate for the mids, but I particularly like them. I think I tend to wear these with like a really baggy pant, so people don't actually know the difference, to be honest with you. And I will be honest, when I started collecting sneakers, I didn't actually know the difference between a mid and a regular Air Jordan 1 high, and I just thought I liked the colorway. I actually got it as a gift from my brother back in the day, and he's like, hey, do you want these? I thought they were super cool. He picked them up for me, and I'm super happy with them still to this day. I thought they were going to be a little bit popular given the fact that they are pretty neutral colorway, but I guess not. As you can see, I wear these and they get dirty, but these originally released in 2016. The style code for this is 554724-112, and the colorway was white wolf gray. And I just think it's a clean colorway. Like, I can wear these with a lot of things. Simple gray on the bottom, mostly white. I am rocking the Unbanned Soul Savvy gold tip laces on these. So I just generally like them. Of course, there are a ton of colorways for the Air Jordan 1 mids, but don't sleep on the mids. I think you can appreciate it if you look at the construction and kind of compare it to an Air Jordan 1 high. They look pretty similar, in my opinion, at least. So the next shoe I'm going to show you is my favorite shoe out of all the 5 that I've shown you. Obviously, I like all of them because I purchased them, and not just because they were super popular at the time, but these are the Flyknit racers in the cookies and cream colorway, or as many people call them, the Oreo colorway. And I absolutely love this sneaker. And let me tell you a little bit about when it was released and some of the specs. So this released originally in 2015. The style code is 526628-002. The colorway is just black and white. And why did I buy these shoes originally? Well, I really like the silhouette of this shoe. It's very narrow and just super clean, in my opinion. I love this little, you know, hatched look of the black and white. I just think that's really awesome. Super lightweight, you know, like you can even see through, I don't know if you can see, but you can actually see through this pair here, and I just really like it. This is the lightest shoe I probably own, and I wouldn't say they're super comfortable. I think they are comfortable, but after, if you wear them for a long time, your foot does feel some foot fatigue, in my opinion. There's no support in it. It's horrible. This, like, the insole's barely nothing, and that's the inside of the shoe here. But I just like the fact that it's super lightweight, and when I'm traveling, like, I will tend to wear these just because if I want to travel light, then I'll just bring this pair because I know that it's going to be really compact, and you know, just love this shoe. It's my favorite in the collection today. So the last shoe of this episode is actually an Adidas shoe, but these are the Adidas NMD R1 in the ice purple colorway. Let me tell you a little bit about the shoe. They released back in 2017 and the style code is BA7751. The colorway is core black and ice purple. Now, why did I buy these shoes originally? Well, I was actually traveling in Europe, and at the time, these were a really popular shoe to have. And I just wanted to buy a pair of shoes because we were in Europe. I hadn't seen this colorway before in Toronto, so I just said I would pick it up. It was a really good price, and here we are. I have them here. As you can see, I do wear them quite often because you can see the mud on them. Again, these are like everyday shoes for me, so I don't wash them regularly. But you know, probably this one I'll clean up a little bit because it has a bit of mud on it. But I really like these. These are probably still one of the most comfiest shoes that I have in my collection, in my opinion. And I think that's why these kind of went popular for a little while. They were very, very comfortable. Again, the shoe has a lot of, there's a lot of chunkiness on the heel part, but this one I don't feel like it's leaning as much compared to the 270s and the Nike Rosche Ones. So, I mean, I don't know, kudos to Adidas for that. I just don't like my foot feeling that way, but this one feels relatively flat-ish. So I like that, and they're super comfortable, and I bought them in Europe just because I was in Europe and I really enjoyed this silhouette. I will say that in all of the shoes that I mentioned today, I have multiple pairs of these shoes, all except for the 270s. I only have that in the Dusty Cactus colorway. But every other shoe I mentioned, I do have another pair of that, but in a different color. So I actually really like these shoes, and just because they're not popular to the general mass, I still tend to wear them and I like them. And that is the motto that I always say is like, if you like it, then just wear it. It doesn't matter if someone else likes it, as long as you are the one, because you're the one that's actually going to wear it. And I find that if I'm buying a shoe because of the hype or the popularity of it, I tend to not wear them, and then I just sell them because I don't want a shoe that I'm not going to wear in my collection personally. But that was kind of the point of the video. I wanted to show you 5 different shoes that may not be popular now or isn't as popular as it was when it released, but I still wear them because I really like them. And I really hope you enjoyed this episode. Leave a comment below if there are any other silhouettes or sneakers that you thought were going to be really popular or hype but ended up just kind of being a bust, like an everyday general really shoe. I would really like to know. I have a couple other pairs, so if you want to see another episode like this, I am happy to do so. Just let me know in the comments. But once again, thank you for all the support that you have been showing me lately. I really appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace. Bye. Hey everyone, thanks for checking out today's video. Please consider subscribing to see more content just like this. There is always more to see on my blog at www.writtenbyjess.com. Thank you for all your support, and we'll catch you in the next one.